Hello and welcome to a brand new technology show, which oddly enough isn't just about technology.
It's about food.
It's about science.
It's about people.
It's about art, culture, and so much more. Hi, I'm Sahil.
And I'm Sejal.
And this is
It's Check It Out. Sahil, first episode. How excited are you?
Well, we're on a technology show that isn't about technology, so I guess I'm super excited.
And I detect a lot of sarcasm there, and I don't really appreciate your sense of humor, but I'm still going to let you in on the next level stuff I've got on today's episode.
Okay, define next level.
Molecular gastronomy.
Like food science.
Like food science.
Okay, let me tell you what next level is. Food ink.
Like ink used to color food?
No, not literally ink that colors your food. Food ink. It's a series of pop-up restaurants around the world that actually print edible food using 3D printers.
Wow,
now that is next
level.
And that's not all we have on the show this week. Guys, grab a bowl of popcorn because this episode is going to make you very, very hungry.
Coming up on the show, mouth-watering food and all the tech that goes with it. People that are making food science a reality. The future of dining with 3D food printers. And we check out an app that makes finding your favorite dishes a whole lot of fun. All this and much more only on Check It Out.
So Sahil, you're a foodie.
Yes, I am.
And so am I.
I know.
So tell me, how would you like your food to rather be served? Traditional or modern?
Modern.
How modern?
Pretty modern.
So, if I were to serve you traditional Indian food, but in a modern way,
Okay.
what would you expect out of that?
I don't know, but I have a funny feeling you're going to tell me anyway, so you might as well go on.
I will. So, it's molecular gastronomy.
Okay.
Science makes the impossible possible. Take this. Foam.
Don't like it. Never like foam.
Tomato chutney?
Maybe.
So, foam that looks like foam, but tastes like traditional tomato chutney.
Okay. I'm liking this. Go on. So how does one do that?
I'll do you one better. I'll show you. Straight from the kitchens of the Tsar of Indian cuisine, Jigs Kalra, and the Prince of Indian cuisine, Zorawar Kalra, presenting to you Food version 4.0. Masala Library at Janpat, New Delhi to first find out what the hell molecular gastronomy is and then get a whiff of the fun stuff you can do with it. Joining us today is Chef Saurabh, the scientist behind molecular gastronomy at Masala Library, and this is his food laboratory. Chef, for a better understanding, what is this alien term molecular gastronomy?
These are some new world techniques which we use, and it is also known as modernist cuisine, where we tend to change the physical characteristics of an element or a dish or of an ingredient, which to change its physical presence, appearance entirely, but keeping its taste, the basic flavor intact.
If I ask you, I want to know 3 techniques that you can show us. Can you show us at least 3 techniques? Absolutely your wish, whichever.
Of course, yes. Today we are going to do 3 dishes, 3 different dishes. First will be the amuse-bouche. In that I serve fake eggs. In which
fake eggs?
Fake eggs, yes. It looks like an egg with a albumin around the yolk part with white albumin or the egg white around it, but it is a spherification of mango puree surrounded by.
So it looks like egg and tastes like mango.
Mango and tender coconut.
And tender coconut. It looks like egg and tastes like mango and tender coconut.
Yeah. This is the mango puree. I just fresh mango puree.
Okay.
And it is mixed with some yogurt.
Okay.
To increase its calcium content, as well as some calcium lactate is added. So in this spherification is a reaction between sodium alginate, algin in that case. This is the sodium alginate bath which I prepared. Sodium alginate is a chemical which is derived from brown seaweed. It is
brown seaweed.
brown seaweed. So this is sodium alginate and this has calcium. So it's a reaction between algin and calcium. It makes a resilient gel. He will take a spoonful of this mango puree and it will put inside the sodium bath. You can see the mixture is very viscous. It will take not more than...
The mango puree will basically absorb the...
No, it will not.
No, it will not. Okay.
Since it has calcium and it is the outer layer of the calcium will react with the algin, the sodium alginate.
And it will sort of solidify.
Yes, it will make a gel, a very, very thin layer of gel. So now it has been rinsed twice, the spheres. There are no more traces of sodium alginate on the sphere right now. So now I'm going to plate it. These are the ceramic eggshells which I showed you earlier, and this is a bird's nest. It's like natural thing. And this is tender coconut water mixed with some gelan to make it a little bit viscous. And now it will go on the side.
So it may just look as easy as putting the puree into the bath and then
Yes,
taking
it
it
looks
out
like that,
and
but yeah.
putting it into the water, but it's actually the quantities of the chemicals that you add to...
Exactly. It looks very easy, this thing, but there has to be a perfect proportion of the ratio and as well as proportion of the chemicals which we use inside. Otherwise, it will splatter. The moment you put this inside, it will splatter. If there is more of calcium, it will get hard. It won't burst. The amuse bush is ready now and is served in the bird's nest.
So these are false eggs that look like real eggs in a bird nest, and they taste like mango and tender coconut.
Exactly.
So Dildeep, we were just talking to Chef Saurabh about molecular gastronomy. He was explaining to us the techniques, and he created false eggs which taste like mango and tender coconut. Tell us more about your vision behind bringing molecular gastronomy to Indian cuisine in the country.
So this goes back 10 years, we go back 10 years down the lane. Me and my husband were in Spain and we went to El Bulli, that was the world's #1 restaurant. Ferran Adria is considered the father
of molecular gastronomy.
Our trip to Spain, actually that changed my husband's mindset about opening new restaurants. But 10 years ago, India was not ready for anything molecular. The world had not seen too much of molecular. So we waited it out. 3 years back, we decided to open our first flagship store, Masala Library.
In Bombay.
In Bombay, yes, BKC. And there is when we started the journey of Masala Library and bringing molecular gastronomy to the Indian plate.
This is chicken tikka.
Where is the chicken tikka?
It is smoked with some charcoal, some hickory woods. So you can see chicken tikka in two different forms here. One in the form of this crisp, which looks like a papad, and another in the form of the pate, which is right underneath that. And it's served with the traditional or staple accompaniment, which is like mint chutney.
So the techniques that you've used in this?
I use dehydration. First the chicken tikka was half done inside the tandoor to give it a little bit more of the smoky characteristics which it has, and then it is blended in Thermomix with emulsifier. I use some egg white also in this to get a very, very fine paste. Then it was spread over a sheet. It was put inside the dehydrator for at least 8 hours at around 60 degrees Celsius. Then it was flipped, turned over. Then again for 4 hours. Then I got this crisp. This is pesto kebab with smoked...
Pesto kebab?
Yeah, with smoked tomato foam and parmesan crisp on the top.
Okay. Smoked tomato foam.
Tomato foam. So this is another molecular technique which I have used in here. And this tomatoes are smoked inside the oven, tandoor in fact, and they are pureed and they are cooked with some water.
How do you create the foam out of?
See, foam is something you can make out of any liquid,
Okay.
any water-based liquid. It is just incorporation of air between the water molecules which holds it between. The thing behind is the stability. To stabilize the foam, to make it hold, to make in this case the tomato soup molecule hold more of air inside, I have to add an emulsifier, which gives the strength to the thin layer which is formed on the top. In this case is lecithin, which is derived from soy. And this is one of the easiest molecular technique. It can be used at homes also.
How?
How?
What are the tools that you use that?
Just a hand blender. And if lecithin is not a very common thing.
Okay.
You don't find it any grocery store. Instead of lecithin, you can use potato starch, which is easily available these days, or rice flour, adding into any chutney. And if you are a non-vegetarian, you can add a little bit of egg white into that.
Okay.
Then just blend it. You'll have a stable foam.
Sahil, see all the hard work I've been doing. What have you been doing?
Hard work. You've been having a great time in Masala Library eating all sorts of food. I'm the one who's been working hard around here.
That I have, but tell me, how have you been working hard?
I've been trying to find my favorite dishes.
It's called Google. Just search in there.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know Google existed. It's not like I'm hosting a technology show or anything. But here's the thing. Finding a particular dish at a particular restaurant can be information overload on the internet.
It can be, and I kind of agree with you. So what's your solution?
Food Talk.
Like the Facebook community page?
Yes, and now it's also an app. And I got a chance to sit down with the founders to talk about their food-based startup and also what the future holds for them. Here then is that interview. Now, what do you get when you combine your love for food with technology and social interaction? Well, apparently what you get is the perfect recipe for a startup called Food Talk. And today I'm joined by the founders, Suchir Suri and Anjali Batra. Guys, welcome on the show.
Hi, Sahir.
Hi, how are you doing?
Very well.
Okay, so let's start with something basic. What inspires Food Talk?
So for us, the vision of Food Talk is to create a community that connects people from around the world, people who love food, and bring them together so that discovering good food is easy and accessible. Food talkers and food seekers, those are the two kinds of people that are out there, and what we envision is to create one platform that brings all of them together to communicate, share, discover, and just eat brilliant food.
Now, there's a certain story about the real reason why Food Talk got started. Do you want to take us on that journey?
Yeah. So Food Talk started when I wanted to take this girl out for a date, and I was going to the Orient Express at the Taj, and I saw the menu on a listing website, and they had different types of caviar on the menu, and I didn't know what caviar to order. So I went on to Facebook. I created a secret group because I didn't want people to know I'm taking this girl out. I uploaded the menu over there. I added 50 of my food-loving foodie friends, and I asked them that, hey guys, I'm taking this girl out for dinner, and tell me what caviar to order and what champagne to be pairing it with. Within 3 seconds, I got real-time recommendations, and we had a fantastic dinner. I came back home, and I invited my entire friend list of 3,000 people onto Food Talk. Within 6 months, it grew to 18,000 people. That's when I decided to quit my job and do something with Food Talk.
So basically, your quest to find the perfect fish eggs led to this business model. Am I correct?
Yes, all started with the egg.
Okay, so let's talk about the app. How is it different from your social media pages, and what new features are you guys offering your audiences?
So the Food Talk app is everything that Food Talk was and more, where what we're doing is giving people the fastest, smartest way to search for food, write a review, and discover amazing food around you. With a simple 3-step process. You take a picture, you rate the dish, you give it a name, and you upload it. It's as simple as that.
Now, there are a lot of food-based apps out there. How are you guys setting yourself apart from the competition?
So there are a lot of food products, as you said, and a lot of them are solving different purposes. But I think what we think our niche really is that number one, we're a social product. People have been using Food Talk. It's not a product that they're now adapting to. We're giving them a new way and a faster way to use it. So we've already got a very amazing social element. We've got people and people coming together and helping each other. It's quick, it's easy. We're very visual in our approach. So we give you food just the way it should be, beautiful, and you have one look at it, and that's what makes you make that decision. And that's just the core features of it. The things that we're doing, the way we're innovating this product, and the way we're sort of going forward with it is in every way we are very crowdsourced. We're just creating a platform that brings the people in together. So we are a visual guide to good food, and we are the pioneers in the market to introduce a dish level rating and reviewing. So we're not just about restaurants, we're about what the really good food is at a restaurant.
So what's the response been to the app?
We've been in the market very, very recently right now. It's been about a bit of a month, a little over a month. And we've been getting some amazing response from the people that are on the product, and in fact not just Delhi, it's also been people from other cities, a lot of smaller cities as well, and it's amazing to see that we're already getting people from Bhopal onto our app, and
they're using it. So from place like Bhopal, we're getting posts from Thailand, so it's a very global product and it's a very easily scalable technology.
Available both on Google Play and
Android and iOS.
of course, wide, and we're actually also available on the web.
Okay, so any advice for struggling tech startups out there?
I think one of the most important things for a technology-based product is your team. Never outsource. Make sure you hire smart, because that's the core of your product. Your team is what brings your vision alive. And secondly, don't ever let anyone second guess your vision. Follow your dream to the fullest, because if you've seen it, it can happen.
Okay guys, that was some really good advice. Thank you so much for talking to us. And on that note, we're going to take a very quick break, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, there's a lot more technology action on the other side. Welcome back. You're watching Tech It Out, and now it's time to check out some of the most cutting edge stuff that's been happening in food tech.
3D printed food, right?
Absolutely. And this may very well be the future of dining. Check it out. Imagine a restaurant where all the food you eat, the cutlery you eat with, and the chairs you sit on are printed. Well, that's exactly what Food Inc. is, the world's first 3D printing restaurant. Self-described as a conceptual pop-up dinner series where fine cuisine meets art, philosophy, and tomorrow's technologies. This exceptionally unique experience uses 3D printing to make the food. From the dishes to the dishes upon which they sit, you're eating at the throne of technology. But just how is food made using a 3D printer? As it turns out, there's a contraption called the Biflow, which allows chefs to use various food pastes to create aesthetically spectacular dishes. And that's not all. To add to the futuristic dining experience, guests are also able to use virtual reality headsets while enjoying their delicious grub. Food Inc. has already successfully launched in London and Venlo. The team now has its eyes and heart set on a breathtaking array of venues as part of its late 2016 world tour. Okay, so Sejal, tell me this. Do you like South Indian food?
I love South Indian food.
Do you love dosas?
Who doesn't?
Okay, so tell me this. How long do you think it would take to make the perfect dosa?
Anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes.
Okay, what if I told you you can get the crispiest dosa under a minute, and that too without hardly any human intervention? What would you say to that?
I'd say show me what you got, because I'm hungry already.
Okay, I like it. The lady knows what she wants. Here then is how you make the perfect dosa under a minute.
20 dosas in 15 minutes? Suddenly it sounds like work. Say hello to Dosamatic. This automatic machine promises to make 40 crispy dosas in just 30 minutes, and all that at the touch of a button. Add batter in the batter compartment, add oil in the oil compartment, add water to the water compartment, and Dosamatic will take care of the rest. Of course, it all starts with the start button. Dosamatic releases the batter, sprinkles oil and starts cooking the dosa, and in less than a minute you will find the machine peeling the dosa off the cooking surface and rolling it up to serve it hot. As the company claims, the machine lets you make as many as 30 dosas in one go. Set the number of dosas and there you go. And take this. This massive gadget is not a humble bee making just plain dosas. It promises to add spice to your life by dishing out onion dosa, masala dosa or whatever other dosas that tingle your taste buds. What's more, change the settings and choose the size of your dosa, the thickness you'd like. And if you are your mama's spoiled child, you can even choose how crispy you'd like your dosa. All very good. How much does it cost to bring this little beast into your kitchen? $3,000 and a little more. Yes, you heard that right. It costs more than $3,000 to prepare your breakfast. And we don't know how big a dosa maniac you are, but we don't know of many friends who want to eat dosas every day for breakfast. So if you have a few $1,000s to play around with, and if you have a kitchen large enough to accommodate an old 40-inch CRT television set, this Dosamatic is for you. For the rest of you who'd rather just buy a small pan and make a few strokes of the dosa batter and relish an occasional dosa, we say wait. Dosamatic will bring out its consumer version to fit into your humbler kitchens early next year. It may cost you $150 for this royal experience. Our royal guests from the Buckingham Palace have already expressed their desire to get the humbler Dosamatic into their royal kitchen. We promise to keep you updated.
Okay, that's all the time we have on this episode of Tech It Out.
If you have any comments or suggestions, reach out to us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.
Hope you enjoyed our first episode. Many more to come. See you next week.
See you.
Listen, this is the most horrible drink I've ever had. I'm going to swap it with yours. I've been sipping it throughout the...
I want my drink back and I want
let me try it out at least. It's much better. Actually, no, it's not. Okay, back. Cheers, by the way. First episode. Ron! Do you love South Indian? Clap karo. I'm not using this. You love South Indian man.
ये लिख कर देना
Actually trying to kill a fly.